All right, so it's been 2 weeks since I got my microdiscectomy. It was on Monday, March 23rd, and it's now Sunday, April 5th. It's Easter. Um, and things have been going pretty well. I definitely think there's been improvement since the last video. It's funny, actually, like shortly after recording that video, like the same day or maybe the next day, I felt like I was starting to notice some improvements where the pain felt a little more dull. It felt like a little less frequent. It felt like it went away a bit easier. And I noticed that for a few days. Um, I had a bit of a flare up on Wednesday where my sciatica was pretty bad. And that was pretty challenging. I felt like really down. I felt like, oh man, like this surgery hasn't worked. Maybe I reherniated, but even if I didn't, like this just isn't going well. And I was just so down that day. And even the next day, I was just feeling pretty bummed out. Um, but Thursday it got a bit better, and by Thursday night, I was feeling really good. And Friday, Saturday, today is Sunday. It's been going great. Um, so I would say, like, when I say it's going well, what I mean is that the pain feels more dull. Um, it feels like it's easier to make it go away. Like if I just kind of lay down or you sit down for a little bit, like even 5 minutes, any pain that I'm feeling kind of resets. And then if I do some activity, maybe I'll get it a little bit again. But it's rarely more than like a 1 out of 10. And I feel like I'm noticing improvements over time. But that said, it's always been kind of episodic for me. And so I really, even though I'm feeling good right now, I don't feel like, it's first of all, it's still early. And secondly, I feel like there needs to be more of a trend before I can really declare victory. And not only does there kind of need to be more of a trend, but I need to be able to see that, like, once I'm kind of back to my normal routines of being able to bend and lift and twist after my restrictions are lifted. The surgeon said 4 weeks, but I think I'll probably go at least 6. 4 seems a little aggressive. But after I'm able to bend, lift, twist, exercise again, if the pain is still diminished, and if it's like this or even better, then I'll feel like I'm in a good place. Um, yeah, I do hope it continues to get better. I still experience some sciatica a lot of the day, but it's like it feels more dull and more quiet, and less bothersome than before. And I'm hoping that this continues over the next couple of weeks, or longer. I know this kind of it can be a process. My back is really great. Don't have any issues there. And yeah, I'm just really excited about the idea that maybe I'll be able to live life without the sciatica that I've had for a couple of years. It's just been such a pain in the butt to deal with, literally. So yeah, I still have it, but it's getting better, and I just hope that trend continues, and I'm not just in a good week or something. So after that flare up that I had on Wednesday, one thing that I decided was that, hey, when I experience any pain at all, even if it's like less than what I had prior to surgery, I'm just going to take NSAIDs, specifically naproxen, to kind of make it better. And my idea there is, like, I just don't, like, if I can just kind of dull the pain, that'll lessen the kind of emotional ups and downs I go through. And I don't need to be constantly assessing myself day over day. That is kind of like the kind of person I am. But if I can just kind of get to the 4 to 6 week mark, without, like, if I can just kind of dull the pain until then with NSAIDs or whatever, that's great. Now, that being said, I took some on Thursday, I took some on Friday. Today and yesterday, not so much. Today I didn't take any, and still feeling pretty good. So I don't feel like I'm totally relying on that, but I kind of committed to myself, like, hey, when I'm experiencing some pain, just to kind of like get myself through the kind of emotional ups and downs, I'm just going to take that, and really just try and kind of get to the 4 to 6 week mark. Um, Honestly, like, I would say the hardest part of this recovery has not been pain. It's really been just like lack of being able to exercise. I feel like I'm going a little crazy. I'm bored. I've been doing like a lot of random small projects on the computer, organizing things, and I've been like binge watching Silicon Valley. So my routine recently has been I work during the day and then or go on like walks. I've been able to go on a lot of walks outside this long weekend, this Easter weekend, and then kind of like towards 6, 7 later at night, I just kind of like switch off watching half an hour episode of something and then walking for like 15 minutes, or what other, we've been doing puzzles, like jigsaw puzzles. So kind of switching off between 15-minute walks and then like um, some activity. So yeah, challenges, can't exercise. I feel like I'm going kind of crazy. Like I really want to run or something, but I know that I can't. I'm getting kind of bored. And it's also like, I don't feel like I can go to restaurants really. Cause like when you eat, you kind of have to bend forward. You have to lean forward. I know you don't have to lean forward that much, but you, like otherwise you're just kind of like bringing your food up to you. It's awkward. So I'm eating at home. And anyway, I just feel like I'm home too much and I'm bored, but it's, and I can't exercise aside from walking, which doesn't get your heart rate up. So I just feel like I'm going a little crazy. And that's been the hardest part of recovery. Um, yeah. So I guess like what's on my mind now is thinking to the long term, like, is this, trend going to continue? Kind of my expectation at this point is that things are going to get better gradually. I imagine by the 4 to 6 week mark, I'm still feeling sciatica, but it's less than now. We'll see. Cue future video. But I also think I'll still have ups and downs along the road, and probably some emotional ups and downs as those happen. I can't emphasize how disheartening it was on Wednesday when I had some pain. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. And hopefully by around month 3, I don't know, month 4, the doctor said by month 6, I should be much better. So that's, timeline is on the order of months that I think I'll be really fully feeling good. But hopefully 4 to 6 weeks is when I'll be like, okay, this is the trajectory of where I'm heading. So we'll see. And then really just like wanting to know when I can exercise again. I feel like my surgeon was like very aggressive, like 4 weeks, all restrictions lifted. I haven't seen that anywhere else online. And from kind of what I've been reading online, people take many months before they start like running again. I really want to run again, but I also don't want to reherniate my back. So it's a delicate balance. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. And I'll have to talk with the surgeon again in our follow up appointment, which is the end of this month, April 27th, and today's April 5. So that's all I got for now. All right. See you at the next one in probably a week, maybe 2.